Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. As it was not meant for you, it was meant for someone else. All right, so I added my little turtle friend here to the table. And what this is my youngest son went to Hawaii with his wife, and they brought it back, and you put your wishes inside here. So this is what the turtle is. It's a dream jar. So I thought that was pretty cool, and the reason why I put that there is because, as you guys know, if you've been watching me, that I see all sorts of wildlife outside of my window. And today, which I've been living here for 6 years, is the first time I saw a turtle go across. So it's been a lot of animals lately crossing my path. And so I saw a turtle, and I looked up the meaning of the turtle, and it's pretty crazy because the turtle explains exactly what I've been going through lately, and I definitely feel like I'm going through some changes. And definitely spiritually, and I feel like my chakras are aligning, and I just feel like things are really changing for me. And that's it's like you guys have been watching my journey, really, because of all of these things that I've been telling you. But I want, as I've said before, I want to share that with you so that you can see those things and you can experience things and open your eyes to those things to see what's around you. And I feel like, as I said before, the universe is always giving you those boosts, is always giving you those signs to help push you along. I mean, it's not as clear as somebody dropping a letter, right? Or a sign right in front of you and telling you what's going on. It's like you have to be open to see these things. And when they're put in front of you, because the turtle really was there. I was just about to do my readings, and I was like, oh, I should take my camera and I should film it. I actually did take a little video of the turtle, and I sent it to my sister and my oldest son, and because it was pretty cool. But I just feel like it's being open to those things that are around you, and I want, you know, if you're, I want to share that with you so that if you're in that mind frame, that you can see those things too, and to see what the universe is trying to show you, even though like you may be struggling, which I've been reading your messages, and a lot of people are having a difficult time lately, and you know, we all have our ups and downs, and I've kind of been struggling a little bit too. But it was so cool today to see that turtle, and that turtle just really, you know, helped to give me that energy to keep going. And I feel like I'm on the right path. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I've been sharing with you things that are going on in my journey. And then I had the flu not too long ago, and I felt that it was, a lot of people were saying the ascension flu, and I definitely feel that. And I feel like this is, I still feel like I'm going through something. I've been really tired lately, and I slept like all day yesterday, and I feel like something is going on. I can't describe it. I can't explain it. It's not a bad thing. I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like there's some change going on. And so I feel like I'm going through something, and I feel like for those of you that are still struggling to hang in there, but also to be open to the other signs of the universe and to get more in touch with that, if you feel that's right for you. And I just wanted to also say thank you so much to everyone, as I always say, for your kind messages and your kind words. And, you know, you guys really help me to lift me up and to keep me going. And, you know, going through all these changes, sometimes you question yourself, and you're like, am I on the right path? And like I've said in my readings, is that sometimes you want to go back to what you knew before, but there's no way I can go back to what I knew before. But also there's that sense of security within that. And change is, can be overwhelming sometimes and scary. So, but with all of your positive messages, that helps to keep me going, and just, you guys give me so much energy and strength. I'm doing this reading Sunday morning. I have to go. I still work as a cashier, which I'm trying to get away from doing that, because I feel like that has kind of run its course, and I feel like that's causing me more negativity. So I have to go and work all day and stand on my feet, which drains me incredibly. But still got to do it, still got to push through. But your positive messages have given me that energy to keep going, and I really appreciate that. So I just wanted to say that. So I didn't mean for that to be as long-winded. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know. I'll put a timestamp, which you've already listened to this, but I'll put a timestamp in case others don't want to listen. But that's okay. All right, so let's get to the reading and see what's going on. I'm still trying to figure out what I should do with my other channel, because I feel like I want to do something, but I'm not sure. So if you have any suggestions for my other channel, I was thinking of maybe having a channel where I do videos about explaining what, if you see certain animals, like what that means, kind of doing videos like that. Or I've been thinking of maybe doing a video just for the girls. I don't know. If you have any ideas, give me some ideas if you want. I'm still trying to figure that out. Changes, right? All these changes. All right, so let's get to the reading. What's going on with Capricorn? All right, so we're going to look at past, current, and future energies. We're going to get some clarifiers and then close out with an oracle. So we have Six of Wands and Five of Cups, current energies, Ace of Wands, and the Strength card. Future energies, we have the Two of Wands and we have the King of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so for past energies, we have the Six of Wands and we have the Five of Cups. So I feel like you rose above this situation, right? There was something that you were focusing on. I think my readings that I did yesterday, that this Five of Cups was coming out a lot. And I felt like it was what was the focus, right? But I feel like you're rising above this situation, and you're learning that, you know, you can move away from these Three of Cups to turn around and focus on those Five of Cups. There's something that happened. And sometimes when things happen, we're so caught in the moment. We're like, oh my gosh, like this is so bad, or why is this happening? And I'm so frustrated. And then it's like, I feel like you're seeing the light. You've seen the light that, yeah, I guess that was for the good, even though that was something difficult that I went through, something that really hurt me, something that let me down, something that really drained me and took my energy. And I feel like it was something that you realize that was really for the good, even though at the time you don't really see that. In the current energies, we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Strength card. For some reason, the word courage is really, I don't know, it came to mind. Having courage and having that strength to push forward, and new ideas, new things, new actions, new ways of looking at things. Seeing that, if this also can go back to this past energy, where it's seeing that, yeah, like this Five of Cups, this three spilled cups here was something that was draining, but I'm now seeing why that happened. Like it's making more sense. Or I'm seeing that that was best for that to happen in order for me to move forward, right? And then we have the Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles, which is that new directions, new paths, right? New outlooks, leaving the past behind. That was something that I feel like you had to go through that in order to get to this point, right? This change, this new path, new direction. And when we're going through that, that's not fun. Definitely not. And we can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I feel like that light is starting to shine, and it's starting to show you that direction, and it's starting to show you why you went through those things in the past. And even though we didn't like going through those things, but for us to be in a better place and a stronger place than what we were, and having that courage and that confidence in doing these new things, we had to go through what we had to in order to get here. With the King of Pentacles, he's somebody who is grounding, he's determined, he's patient, he works hard, he's a hard worker. So I feel like it's going on a new path that maybe you wouldn't have taken in the past, but you're ready to take that now. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which I feel like it's very grounding energy, right? Getting back to yourself, feeling like you're more grounded rather than just trying to get through each day, right? Just in that survival mode. I feel like Capricorns are moving out of that, and I listen to other readers and I feel like they're saying the same thing about those big changes for Capricorn, and you know, going in new directions and going through changes, and things are coming in for Capricorn. All right, we have the Chariot, forward motion, forward movement, laying down the path. Looking within. I feel like a lot of Capricorns have looked within. I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising. Looking within to find those answers, lighting the path, figuring out what makes you happy, figuring out what it is that you want to do. Really doing that inner soul searching as what to makes you happy, and seeing that you had gone through these things and that it was really difficult. Wouldn't want to do it again, but you know, to get to this place where you know where you're moving towards, that it feels like it was, you know, a winding road and twists and turns, but a journey that was needed. All right, we have the Nine of Swords. That always, I feel like Nine of Swords always has to be in a Capricorn reading, because of, you know, the worry and the stress. And that's what I was saying too earlier, is that having these new changes and these new directions can be stressful because it's out of your comfort zone. But I almost feel that looking within, you know that you have to push yourself. You know that you have to push those boundaries because you want this higher fulfillment, right? That you want, there's this emptiness inside that you can't explain. It's just something that you feel, and there's a longing for something, and you get to the point where you've gone without that fulfillment for long enough that you look within and you start doing that work and you start making those changes because you want to feel that fulfillment. And sometimes within the process, you get a little taste of that. You get a little feeling of that. You get that happiness and that contentment and that strength and that courage. And you're like, wait, I want to do what I need to do to feel that more often. And that can be making some big changes that, right, some big changes that you're not used to that can cause some stress. But I feel like with me seeing the turtle, it was saying that there's big changes coming, but to not rush anything, to not push anything, to not force anything. Which I said a couple of days in a reading, that if you feel like it's becoming overwhelming and it's too much on your plate, to take that step back and to take it slower and take that time to rest and to sort through your feelings and to figure things out and take your time. Maybe before it was always pushing and trying to do things that you weren't feeling comfortable with. But like I said before, that you don't get the results, the full results, because you've pushed yourself or the situation and it wasn't ready, right? Like I said, with the crock pot or the microwave, sometimes we have to focus on the crock pot because that takes a long time for things to simmer, for things to come together, rather than the microwave, it's done in a few minutes. And sometimes we don't want to deal with the crock pot, but it's like, well, if you want the best results, you have to use a crock pot. Just an analogy there. So I feel like if you feel that you're pushing too much, to take that step back, and that's okay. And that's with the turtle spirit. Emperor, I feel like you're learning so much, and you're coming into your own, and I feel like it's that strength and that energy of the Emperor, of learning so much, like knowledge, like learning a lot about yourself. I feel like sometimes, we're in life and we're just kind of going along, and we're in survival mode, and we're just trying to get through the day, and we really don't even learn about ourselves, but we take time to learn about other people or other situations. But I feel like learning more about yourself, I feel like you're coming into that, and you're making those decisions that you feel are making you happier. Look at that, the Ten of Cups, right? What truly makes you happy? What makes you feel good? What makes you smile, right? What gives you that energy to move forward? But also taking that time, if you need to slow down, you can slow down, because the King of Pentacles is somebody who is patient, which I think I might have said that before. And he takes his time before he makes decisions doing things. And I feel like sometimes we kind of get caught up in other energies. So it's about take that time to make your decisions on things. And you'll find that it relieves a lot of this Nine of Swords energy. All right. Holding yourself back. Do it when you feel the time is right. So Eight of Swords can be you're holding yourself back from something, but it's also about waiting until the time is right before, right, you go into this Two of Wands. That it's okay to stand back and make a choice before you go in a direction. That it's okay to do that. Sometimes we feel so much pressure around us, like you have to make a decision now, like you have to do this now. I mean, sometimes we have those timelines where we have to, but I feel like there's a lot of areas of our life that we feel this pressure to give an answer, and we answer because we're not truly, sometimes it's an answer because we feel like that's what we need to do, but it's not truly what we felt inside. So I feel like sometimes slowing things down until we feel ready to make an answer or ready to make a move or a decision, that gives us that strength and that clarity on where we want to go. And that also brings a lot of growth, right? Because you're learning to do things at a pace that you are more comfortable with. That when you're ready, you will make the move. And that calms you down, right? That makes you feel secure, like, I will do it when I'm ready to do it. I will make that decision, right? This Two of Wands, I will make that first step when I'm ready to make that first step. And that, I feel like that helps to grow your own soul, right? Because your soul is happy, and maybe that's part of the void that was missing inside, and you're like, you knew that you weren't making decisions that were best for you, and you were always rushing through things. But now that you're taking your time and you're in that crockpot energy, that you're really feeling more, this more of a fulfillment, and you're like, wow, okay. Page of Pentacles, that's that new energy, that new feeling, good energy. Pages are young energy, new feelings. I feel like this is another new feeling that's coming in for you, another new direction, that you're slowing things down. You're doing things when you're ready to do things. That yes, it can give you some anxiety or some stress, but okay, if it's becoming overwhelming, let's slow things down, right? To a pace that you feel that is more comfortable for you. All right, listening to that inner voice, the inner feelings, being more in tune with your inner voice, listening to those. If you have red flags, if you have questions, if you feel something's not right, to take a closer look at that and to not ignore that. But then also, if something is pushing you, right? If your inner voice is saying, yeah, you can go for it, you can do it, this is a good direction for you, this is making me feel fulfilled, this is making me feel good, this is something that we can explore, is to explore that too, right? Listening to all sides of that inner voice and being more in touch with that. And that gives you more of that comfort within yourself, and being able to trust yourself, and being able to know that you can make those decisions when you're ready, when it's right for you. Sometimes I feel like we question that too much. Sometimes our answer is given to us right away, but then we start analyzing it, right? We start overthinking it, and we're like, no, that's not the answer that I feel I need to have, so I'm going to analyze it until I can justify, right? And then you find out it really was the wrong answer, and it was right to begin with. All right, Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive, definitely, with that Hermit card there. Time for a deep dive to those those inner feelings, and that, you know, that feeling that you feel there is an emptiness inside. And what is that emptiness? And what are those things that you can do to start filling that up, right? That can fill that emptiness, that void, and looking into that. Doesn't mean everything's going to happen all at once. It could just be little bits at a time. You know, sometimes we make those big strides and it makes sense, and then sometimes it falls backwards, but then we move forward, but we're really in a better place. It's all over the place. There is no set schedule or way to do it. But it's just acknowledging and being open to those things, right? Those things that are around us that are helping us to push forward so that we have a more fulfilling life, and that we fill those voids, and that we're always growing and learning. All right, I hope you have an amazing day. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay positive and stay safe, and I will see you next time.